Hey everyone, welcome back to BI23. And today we are starting something really exciting. This is part 1 of our AlphaFold series, and in this video we are going to understand what AlphaFold actually is, why it was created, and why the entire scientific world considers it one of the biggest breakthroughs in the history of biology. So if you have ever heard the term AlphaFold and wondered what all the hype is about, this video is for you. Let us get into it. Before we understand AlphaFold, we need to quickly talk about proteins, because AlphaFold is all about proteins. Proteins are the tiny machines inside every living cell. They do literally everything. They carry oxygen in your blood, they fight infections, they digest your food, they even send signals in your brain. Every single function in your body depends on proteins. Now here is the key thing. A protein is made up of a long chain of smaller units called amino acids. Think of amino acids like Lego blocks. The order of these blocks is determined by your DNA, your genetic code. But that long chain of amino acids does not stay as a straight line. It folds. It twists and bends into a specific three-dimensional shape. And that shape is everything, because the shape of a protein determines what it does. Change the shape, and you change the function. And in many diseases, like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and even cancer, misfolded proteins are the root cause. So now you understand that protein shape is critical. But here is the problem that stumped scientists for over 50 years. Given just the sequence of amino acids, the order of those blocks, can you predict what 3D shape the protein will fold into? This is called the protein folding problem, and it was considered one of the hardest unsolved problems in all of science. Why so hard? Because a protein with just 100 amino acids can theoretically fold into more combinations than there are atoms in the observable universe. Finding the right fold experimentally, using techniques like X-ray crystallography or cryo-electron microscopy, can take months, sometimes years, and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars per protein. And we have millions of proteins we do not understand yet. You can imagine how big the bottleneck is. This is where AlphaFold comes in. AlphaFold is an artificial intelligence system developed by DeepMind, a research lab owned by Google. Their goal was simple but incredibly ambitious. Use AI to solve the protein folding problem. The journey started in 2018 when DeepMind entered a competition called CASP, which stands for Critical Assessment of Protein Structure Prediction. This is basically the Olympics of protein structure prediction, held every 2 years. AlphaFold 1 competed in 2018 and immediately outperformed every other method. Scientists were impressed, but they thought it was just a clever improvement, not a revolution. Then came 2020. AlphaFold 2 entered CASP 14. And what happened next genuinely shocked the scientific community. AlphaFold 2 predicted protein structures with an accuracy that matched experimental methods. Not close to experimental accuracy, equal to it. For many proteins, it was indistinguishable from structures determined in the lab after years of work. The head of CASP said, and I am paraphrasing here, this is a solution to a 50-year-old grand challenge in biology. So why does this matter to us, to medicine, to the world? First, drug discovery. Most drugs work by binding to a protein and either activating or blocking it. To design a drug, you need to know the exact shape of the target protein. AlphaFold now lets researchers get that shape in minutes, not months. This is already accelerating research into diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, and even cancer. Second, understanding disease. Many genetic diseases are caused by mutations that change a protein's shape. AlphaFold helps to see exactly how a mutation changes the structure, giving clues about the disease mechanism. Third, enzyme engineering. Enzymes are proteins that speed up chemical reactions, and AlphaFold is helping design new enzymes from scratch, which was previously nearly impossible. And fourth, the AlphaFold Protein Structure Database. DeepMind and the European Bioinformatics Institute together predicted structures for over 200 million proteins, essentially every known protein on Earth, and made it all freely available to any researcher in the world. This is like going from having a map of a few cities to suddenly having a complete map of the entire planet overnight. Now let us quickly look at how AlphaFold has evolved over time, because in this series we are going to be working with two versions, AlphaFold 2 and AlphaFold 3. AlphaFold 1, released in 2018, was the proof of concept and showed AI could tackle this problem but was not accurate enough for real-world use. AlphaFold 2, released in 2020 and made open source in 2021, was the revolution. It could predict single protein structures with near-experimental accuracy. This is what the scientific community uses most widely today. AlphaFold 3, released in 2024, took things even further. It can now predict not just single proteins, but how proteins interact with other molecules, including DNA, RNA, and small molecule drugs. This makes it incredibly powerful for drug discovery and understanding complex biological systems. That's it for today. In the next video, Part 2, we will jump straight into AlphaFold 3. How to run it in Google Colab and interpret the results together. And in Part 3, we will do the same with AlphaFold 2. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, and I will see you in Part 2 where we actually get our hands on AlphaFold 3. Happy learning!